all, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So if you are new here, I've been doing a series of videos thus far kind of highlighting independent Black romance authors, simply because that's what I'm super familiar with. I've been kind of doing a deep dive into this particular area for about the past 6 years now, give or take. It's been my personal passion. It's been my personal love in, the entertainment realm. I mean, I love TV, but books is just where it's at for me. So today I wanted to kind of get into the public library system. This week I went to my public library just to see what type of books they might have that would interest me in my preferred genre of independent. Not necessarily independent. I mean, I've been reading independent for the past 6 years. I've read a few traditionally published novels over the past 6 years, but it's been majority independently published Black authors. So I wanted to go to the public library and see what they might have. And to no surprise to me, there weren't any that I saw. I didn't really do a deep dive that day simply because I didn't expect so many people to be there, if I'm being honest. Like, when I want to go to the library, I kind of want it to be mellow. You can't expect to go to a public place and there not be a bunch of people, right? But anyway, I went, and so I'm currently at my public library, just trying to get some work done, in the study room right now, debating whether I want to go out and look for books. Probably will before I leave. I'm going to spend a couple of hours here though, just to get some work done in peace. Working from home is, yeah. If you work from home, you work from home and you have noisy neighbors. You work from home and you live with people, you need to get out the house sometimes. I'm trying to be quiet because I'm in the library and these rooms are not soundproof. They made sure to tell us it's not soundproof, so don't be causing no ruckus. So I'm gonna chill out here for a couple of hours and then scour the stacks and see what I can find here. I'm not sure if they have any independently published books here, any independently published novels here. I'm not sure, but we shall see. We'll explore a little bit after I finish doing some work. I'll put up a few shots of me kind of walking through the stacks and showing some of the traditionally published authors that I've read in the past, I guess you could say, like books that my mom had around the house that I would read, or that I've seen in the past when I was younger, that I was reading way before my time. But yeah, they had, of course, some Black fiction, some urban. They called it urban. They had a very specific urban fiction section, which was interesting to me. But I'm not really into the super urban. I don't know. I don't really like urban fiction like that. I'm very much romance, contemporary romance. I've said that before. I'm very much into the contemporary romance. I dabble in urban romance quite a bit as of the today variety. Like, the urban fiction that they had at the library was giving throwback urban romance, if you understand what that means. I don't know any other way to describe it, but yeah, they had a very, very specific section for urban romance, and I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. Let me know if y'all have ever seen something like that, because I don't know why it was just crazy to me to see it as like just this kind of like floating out of this, like, its own section of urban fiction. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but when I went through the stacks, obviously I see traditionally published authors popular romance authors, but none of the authors that I've been used to seeing over the past 6 years. And it was of no surprise to me. I'm like, I don't know what the process is for independent authors, independent publishers to have books placed in libraries physically. So that's something I'll have to look into in more depth in the future, just to get an idea of what that process is like and how difficult or easy it may be to get your books physically into a library. I imagine if you're independently publishing it, it's going to cost. I mean, just to have a few books, I don't know. I don't know what that process is like. So like I said, I would have to do some digging in the future to see what that process would be like. Or ask some questions. I could even, I guess, ask the librarians if they might know what that process is like. Obviously, but that's, like I said, for the future. Anyway, so in today's video, I actually wanted to get a little bit into Hoopla that I had mentioned in a previous video. Someone had commented before mentioning Hoopla to me, and I hadn't heard of it before, so I was very interested to see what type of audiobooks, because I think that was the video that I had the comment on, was the one I did about audiobooks. So I wanted to see what type of audiobooks they had up there initially, and noticed that they also had ebooks. So yeah, I wanted to kind of walk through that with you guys just to see what they have. I haven't gone looking in depth into what the catalog is like online for my public library and independently published authors. So that is what we will be doing today. I hope you all will be interested in this. So just, sit back, relax, get yourself a snack while we take a little virtual stroll through the public library. I'm just pulling up the website here. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Okay, and I'm gonna share my screen with you guys while I walk through this. All right, let's take a little virtual stroll here. So we're on my landing page, and I'm gonna log in. Obviously, for privacy reasons, I am going to blur some of this out, so no one get offended by that. Hopefully no one will be offended by that, but there will be some blurs just to protect my privacy. All right, so here we are on Hoopla's homepage, on my login homepage. This is the homepage for my public library, and they just have so many things here. Like, I think I mentioned before, they have ebooks, they have audiobooks, obviously, but they also have comics, movies, music, TV. I don't know what Binge Pass is. I'm not sure what that is. Let's actually click on it and see what it's about. Hoopla Binge Pass lets you binge, I guess. Yeah. Entire collections of streaming content are at your fingertips with just one borrow. All right. Let's see what they got. Oh, this seems a lot of kid stuff here. That's something to explore if it's something that you like. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with audiobooks just because that's specifically what I was interested in when I first heard about this. So I'm just scrolling through just to see what they have on this particular landing page for audiobooks. Obviously, it's probably the most popular books right now. Personally, nothing is jumping out at me for my interest. Of course, Love is in the Air section is it, but obviously not the type of thing that I usually look for. I know I saw one back there that might be of interest to me. Let's click on that. Rapper's Delight. That sounds like something I might like. It looks like they have 3.5 stars for a rating. Rapper's Delight by Kenya Gory Bell. Read by Lacey Laurel and Winston James. Okay. I love those. I love those narrators, so it could be a good one. Get ready for book 1 of the Mogul series. Tragedy separates them for 12 years. Can they finally have the love promised, or will betrayal be their undoing? Welcome to the world of the Mogul series, where the young, gifted, and black are met with intrigue and passion, where fame is no guarantee of happiness, but love may hold all the possibilities. Meet Delightful Howard and Fade Carrington. That's an interesting name. All caps. As they embark on a journey that promises passion as they try to reclaim what they lost in Rapper's Delight. Fade is the biggest rap star in the world, and he has everything he ever wanted but his best friend's sister. Delightful Howard is coming off the biggest win any writer can imagine, but she will never rest until she knows all the secrets Fade holds. Promises were made. Now it's time to deliver. Stop effing running, okay? Enter the world of the Mogul series, where smart women and ruthless men collide. Power, fame, music, passion. That sounds interesting to me. I think I will... Can I put this? Yep. I will click the heart and put it on my favorite list, and we will come back to that at a later date. Simply because we only get... See, down here it says the title. This title is available for 21 days after you borrow it. And okay, it's available for streaming and downloading mobile devices only. So I'll put some things that I find that I might like on my favorite list and take it from there. This looks interesting. This looks like a one perspective since there's only one narrator. It has 4.5 stars, which is pretty darn good. See, this is a paragraph, y'all. Okay, Frances May Livingston's firm grip of her, of her family's destructive history makes her hold her husband and 4 children even closer, but she's losing bits of herself while proving to everyone and her mama that she's enough. There's no way she'll repeat her mama's mistakes, even if it kills her. Annabelle McMillan didn't have... Sorry, I'm getting notifications here. Annabelle McMillan didn't have... Oh, that scared me. I thought it stopped recording for a second. I'm sorry, I'm just so thrown off. Okay, focus. Annabelle McMillan didn't have trouble kicking the eastern North Carolina dust off her feet. The tough part was replanting herself in familiar soil. Now she's blending her old life with her new husband, stepson, and unborn child, and battling old memories of abandonment and new fears of rejection. Dr. Charlotte Winters has built a career around helping others sort through their emotional baggage. She's also spent a lifetime refusing to unpack her own. So what if Charlotte doesn't recall all that her mama did to her and what her daddy didn't do for her? Her only mission is to help others help themselves until the women from her past and the man in her future undo her well-sown life. At the junction of healed and hurting, broken and whole, in past and present, 3 women wrestle with their inability to forgive and forget in this riveting Southern family drama about sisterhood from award-winning author Robin W. Pearson. That actually sounds pretty good. It's not independently published, I can tell, but We are not discriminating. It's Black History Month and we are not discriminating. So I'm going to put that in my favorite for a future read or listen. And yeah, we got some Black History Month stuff here. Let's see what they have. Black Girl Unlimited. That is such a good book. Zora Neale Hurston. Their Eyes Were Watching God. I mean, I think a lot of Black people know what that is. Have read it. Has seen the movie. Okay, so what I want to do now is specifically look into their romance collection and see how many independently published Black authors we can spot. Try not to take too much of your guys' time. So let's just get into it. See, now it's hard to know. I mean, I'm sure none of these, not 100% sure, but I'm sure none of these ones here that I'm looking at right now are Black authors, but it's hard to know. It's hard to know when you don't have a cover that's showing what the characters might look like. Something obvious like that or like this. Oh wow, what? Okay, Amy Award. Interesting title. Let's keep scrolling. Oh, we know who Colleen Hoover is. Her books are very popular. I haven't read any of her books, but a lot of people like her books. Okay, I said I was going to go quickly just to see if I can find any independently written or published novels. Black romance. I have to be specific so you guys know what I'm talking about. Even though you should know by now, if you've seen any of my videos before this, you know what type of books I'm into. And I always say romance or contemporary romance, but if I really look deep down, into my catalog of books or things that I'm interested in, it is contemporary romance, but a lot of it is erotica, which is crazy. That is crazy to me. So I'm like, I don't really think of these books as erotica, but I guess so. I don't want to say I've become used to how these books tend to go about or turn out, but I guess a lot of them are considered erotica. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Or I didn't realize. Oh, look at you guys. It's Hostile Takeover. I've mentioned this book as I think one of 4 of my top books that I read in 2024 or 2023 by Miss Christina C. Jones. I know I love me some Christina C. Jones. And she has this, I love that she has this on the library. I already have it, obviously, in audio. I own it in audio, I believe. Did I buy it or did she send it to us? I've mentioned before that I'm part of her Patreon. and she sends us ebooks and physical books and well, depending on which tier you're in on Patreon, you get audiobook, physical book, ebooks. I don't know why I always forget what they're called. Ebooks. I believe I have both the ebook and I have all 3, I think, actually. I have ebook, I have the physical book, and I have the audiobook for Hostile Takeover. And I believe this is our book of the month this month also for our book club meeting. If you guys are interested in the public library system having independently published authors, Christina C. Jones, I think, has a lot, if not all of her books, I don't think. Majority of her books are in the public library system, so I would jump on that if you've grown interested in checking her work out. Definitely do that. I'm not sure if they're in ebook format as well, but yeah, I would check that out. She has plenty of audiobooks on Hoopla and probably other platforms that provide free books, I guess, through the public library system. I'm trying to think if I don't know why I was too old to love this. I was too old to love this movie. I haven't read the actual book, but I love the movie. All the Boys I Loved Before, when that came out on Netflix. I was so in love with that. I got off track now. Oh, what other platforms provide a line to the public library system? Or maybe you could probably even go directly to your public library's online system or online website and check those like audiobooks out. Look at that. Alexandria House goal. Okay, now I don't think I've mentioned this series yet on my channel. No, I don't think I have. But this is a good series as well, by Alexandria House. I'm trying to remember the name of the hockey team now. And I don't know, I can't even see it. I can't see if it's on the actual book cover, but gosh, why can't I think of what the name of it is? If I think of it, I'll put it up on the screen. But it's a hockey team, another sport. I love sports romances when they're done well, and most of them are done pretty well. Also because I don't really know a lot about sports. They could be saying something wrong. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't care. Like, I'm here for the romance. What do I know? But this is a very good series. I think there's 2 books in this series so far, and she has another one coming out pretty soon. If it's not out already. I don't think it's out yet though. But I love that she has this on here. I love it. Guys, check it out. I sound so crazy. But seriously, that's a good book. Oh, there it is. That's the second one right there. Holding. I was trying to see if they mentioned the team name. No. Of course, they have some more of my favorite narrators on these. Now, I saw another book, not independently published, but everybody and their mama know who Kennedy Ryan is. This is a really good book of hers. It's giving Harlem Renaissance. It was very well produced as well. Y'all gotta check it out. I haven't read all of Miss Ryan's books. I know she does some Black romance and some like interracial type stuff. But that one's really good. Real is very good. Let's see what else they got going on here. I'll probably end up speeding through some of these. Like I said, I'm not trying to keep y'all for a long time. I've heard of Honey and Spice before. I haven't read it yet, though. Like I said, I'm very much into the independently published folks. I love to support. Somebody's Wife by Robbie Renee is also a very good one. I can definitely recommend that. I've read that one. This one I think I did the audiobook for I read it audio first. And there's a follow-up for this book as well. Excuse me, Somebody's Wife. What is the second book called? Y'all know I'll put it up on the screen, or I'll mention it, or I'll write it on the screen. So far we've seen, what, 3 independently published authors up here? At least as far as I could tell. Uh-oh, there goes Let Me Love You by Alexandria House. That makes 4. Hookshot is another Kennedy Ryan. I haven't read that one. Grip is another Kennedy Ryan. I haven't read that one either. What is that? That is a USA Today best-selling author, LaKeya Hibbert. Hibbert? I haven't heard of her, I don't think. I don't know, her name looks familiar. I'm not sure if I've heard of her before. Mr. Big Stuff by Aja. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. I'm just getting excited when I see independently published folks on here. Or independent writers up here. Never mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is a series of, I believe, several authors. Several authors wrote in this particular series. It is part of the Bays of Juneteenth series. Recommended, y'all. Recommended. Maybe we should click on the series to see what else they have in the series up here. Well, they only have 2. The other one is by Iris Bowling. I haven't read her before. Have I? You know, I read so many books. Sometimes I don't even remember who I've read, what I've read. If it sticks with me, then I might remember it. But I read so many freaking books. It doesn't make any sense. Tracy Brown is a popular one. A popular author. How long have I been going? Oh, almost 30 minutes now. There's another one from the Miss Alexandria House, a part of the McLean series. Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. I think I've seen this. I feel like I've seen this before, but I have not read this before. Have I? Oh, that sounds interesting. Should I read the synopsis, y'all? Sloan. Dominic Alexander is my late husband's best friend and the last man that I should want. For the last 10 years, he's taken a sick pleasure in making me feel paper thin, like my existence is of no consequence to him at all. But now things are different. After a drunken night and a surprisingly sexy act of heroism, he's started to be nice, treating me like something other than the embodiment of his annoyance, which would be nice if it didn't make me feel things I swore to never feel or for another man after my husband died. Dominic, Sloan Kent is going to be my undoing. What's worse, I think I'm going to enjoy being unraveled by the gold flecks in her hazel eyes and the way she scrunches her nose when we're arguing, which we've done a lot of over the past decade. She thinks it's because I hate her, and I've let her think that because the alternative I let her think that because the alternative is untenable. But something is changing between us, and I don't know how to stop myself from breaking every promise I've ever made to myself regarding my best friend's wife. Promises that include never telling her that there's a long list of things I feel about her, but hate isn't one of them. Yeah, that's going on the list, y'all. That's going on the list. See, even I'm discovering things that I haven't read before, and I'm so glad about that. My library finna be tired of me. Set is another very good Alexandria. Y'all know I'm like, it's Alexandria House that's gonna be good, y'all. I don't have to keep saying that, I guess. I'm kind of getting on my own nerves. Oh, If Only for the Summer. Definitely. I can't even call it top 10 favorite book, but it's one that I go back to again and again and again. So it's out there in my top. So If Only for the Summer by Alexandra Warren. Very good book. Ja is a part of Them Boys. That's what that series is called. Them Boys it's a 3-book series, and they're all brothers. It's Set, Ja, and Shu. I'm assuming all 3 books are most likely on here. Expiration Date by Kimberly Brown is up here. Get out of town. I love it. And their Shu. They're just sprinkled in here. They're sprinkled in between all your usual romance books that you're used to seeing up here. They're sprinkled in here every now and again. So it's a matter of Faded Memories by Christina C. Jones. They're sprinkled in here. So you just have, like usual, hidden gems you have to dig for through all the usual stuff. Pretty Shattered Heart by Robbie Renee. I haven't read that one, but I love her book, so that's already on my list on Audible. I might forget about that, right? We got it free right here. Let's just put it on the list. Since we know we want to read it eventually, let's just borrow it from the library. And if we want to keep it forever, we know where to find it. I think that's a good thing. Like, that's a good way to look at it, right? If you want to try somebody out and they actually happen to have their work on the public library, in the public library system, why not borrow it for as long as you can, listen to it, read it, and try it out for size. If you love it, then make it your own. Take it home forever. I love that. So Higher Love is that one of her first? I think that's around one of Alexandria House's first. I don't think, is there a first? I'm not sure if this series is her first series or if another one is. But anyway, yeah, that's a good one too. All of hers are good. Higher Love and okay, I saw the other one. Let Me Please You obviously is a part of the McLean series as well. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it quits here because Flagrant, another Alexandria House. I'll be honest, this particular series, I don't think they're gonna tell me what series it is either. No, they will not. This particular series, this is not one of my favorites in the series. Simply because never mind. Well, if you look at the prescription, if you look at the description, I'll read you the description. NBA star Paul Polo Logan is known for his on-court prowess and his off-court philandering. Yeah. Kendra Dahl is the main woman in his life, and although their past bonds them together, it also may be what tears them apart. He's ready to make a change and truly commit to her, but is it too late? His philandering ways is why I really don't care for that particular story. But the other two, I believe, in that series, I love. It's a good book. Don't get me wrong, it is a good book. I'm not a fan of the hero being a cheater up to the point where he decides to change his life and try to keep her after cheating on her for so many years. Technical. This is let me look at the description. This is the third book. This is actually the third book. And the other one, it would be nice if it just came up here for me, wouldn't it? Ooh, behind the scenes. You guys, I love behind the scenes. I actually just re-listened to that the other day. I love behind the scenes. I'm actually about to start listening to Stay With Me. Yes. Look into that too. I say look into, there it is, Personal. That's the second book. Right? Yeah. This is the second book. So it's Flagrant, Personal, and Technical by Alexandria House. Stay With Me is a part of another of her series. I think the Strickland Sister series. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to call it quits here. That was fruitful for me, I think. I'm going to continue to explore because there's over 200 pages of audiobooks here. So there's a lot to explore, and I've only made it to page 21. Whew. So that's a serious deep dive for me to do when I have the time and when I feel like doing it. But I think this was a fruitful search. I found a few books that I put on my favorite list. If you all found this helpful, let me know. Let me know if you want me to do another one of these, and I'll kind of walk through the ebooks maybe, or continue going through the audiobooks to see what type of books they have by independent authors in my public library system. I don't know if this is my public library system or this is just the public library system in general that these authors have their books in, and you just have access to it through your public library. Which makes the most sense, right? It's just for all of the public libraries, but you gain access through your public library when you have a library card and number to put into the system. So yeah, let me know if this was even enjoyable for you guys. If you want to see what I find in the ebook category, if you want me to continue to explore the audiobook category. I believe my next upload will be my book of the month for February. And that'll round out the month of February for Black History Month and honoring independent Black romance authors. If you guys have any suggestions for books or for videos in the future for March, let me know. Not sure if I'm going to do the weekly thing in March, but we shall see. If I have inspiration to do so, I will. I'll definitely be back for more as usual. This was super fun for me. I actually didn't think I'd find as many books as I did. Like I said, it's kind of like a Easter egg hunt. You gotta go looking if you want to find what you're looking for in this particular category. Like I've said before, independently published Black authors may be a little bit challenging to find, but they're there, obviously. You just gotta put the effort in to look for them. Okay, I won't hold you guys any longer. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.